What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Burrito Johnson coming at you from UnleashTheRobots.com. Just bringing you a quick dashboard look of the Xbox One. I was about to say, I'm still trying to get used to. I always want to say 360, Xbox 360, the Xbox One. Just let you know what to come to expect when buying one of these, setting up, whatnot. Picked this one up at midnight. Thankfully, they still had some. They didn't have any. They didn't sell out. Let's just say if you didn't, like myself, I didn't reserve it, and like 30 people showed up without reservations to buy an Xbox One. All 30 people would have gotten an Xbox One. So it's one of those. Maybe it's one of those situations where the Xbox One shipped a shitload of more consoles than the PS4, but I don't know. Who knows? So this is the Xbox One dashboard. It looks kind of like a Windows 8 computer. I myself still running on Windows 7, but every time I look at people's Windows 8 computer, this kind of reminds me of it. As you can see on the left hand side, we do have pins. You can pin your favorite stuff to your dashboard. This is what you see right here on the left hand side is all it's all just default what came with right out of the box. I haven't really pinned anything there yet. So here's here's what you're doing mainly right now, whether it be an app, whether it be a game or whatever. At the bottom here is pretty much gives you your most recent stuff that you've done. It's never the same. The snap feature is through the Kinect. Pretty much you just tell, hey, Xbox Snap or whatever, and it's probably going to do it right now. So out of the box, to get everything up and running took me there we go. Xbox, stop listening to me. Stop sending information to the government, to Obama. No, out of the box it took me about maybe 15 minutes, which is surprisingly. I thought as soon as you plugged it in, because basically the system is a brick out of the box. But as soon as you plug it in, and it detects internet connection, blah blah blah, it asks you for your an update, which is about almost 600 megabytes. Which I'm like, okay, well that's going to take a while. Surprisingly, it didn't take that long. But like I said, about 15 minutes later, with the Kinect calibration and all that stuff, I was up and running, installing my apps, doing what I needed to do. The Kinect, of course, I hope you guys know this by now, and they made this very clear that the Kinect is very optional. You don't have to have it. Even at the beginning of the setup, it asks you, do you want to set up your Kinect? It doesn't even require you to set it up. Just be like, no, and move on. Just the main reason I even got the Xbox One for Kinect is to Skype with people, basically. And the camera, for the most part, is pretty awesome so far. So I'm going to go to profile first, and just to show you what's nothing really has changed. Well, I guess, actually a few things have changed. Here's my profile, my gamer profile. I figure it's fitting, luchador, whatever the heck he is. Gone is your gamer profile, like, bio. Like, you can't. I'm assuming they're gonna add that in the future. I'm guessing, or whatever. So gone is that, and off to the side is your recent activity. Gives you obviously it's giving you even more detailed information right here. 32%. Yes, the Blu-ray discs. In order to play Blu-ray disc, it requires a Blu-ray disc app, which is okay. It takes 2 seconds to get. It's free, so don't worry about that. Dead Rising. Achievements. It's, I guess, not here, but here's where you can do everything you want. I think it looks cool. Over here, it tells you your friends, your followers, basically the same as friends. So your friends are going to be your followers, and it's one of the situations where somebody could follow you and you don't have to necessarily accept their friend's request. Achievements has its own app now. And what I like about what Microsoft is doing or whatever is that it's giving you featured challenge. Like, it's giving you unique achievements that you could get, and it's ever changing and stuff like that. So that's what I like. So these first two panels are usually what that is. Over here is your games. Let's say I'm 20% into Ghost, so it's gonna pop up, and here you go, challenges. Let's see, I guess this challenge starts in about 5 hours. Prestigious squad member in the first month, which I'll probably never do. Here are your achievements, which is pretty cool. It's more detailed. It gives you, I think it's pretty cool. So let's see. I just finished that one yesterday. So it gives you so that instead of just having a list of what you need to do, this goes more in detail on your games. Even even every app has an achievement, which cracks me up. The music app, the Xbox Music, has an achievement. I listened to 10 songs and I got an achievement, which is kind of cool. Even the Netflix app has an achievement. You watch like 10 episodes of a TV series or whatever. It also keeps tracks list. Just heads up, it does. Your gamer score does carry over. But let's say if you played, like in my case, I played Call of Duty Ghosts on the 360, completed it. I figured that was all going to carry over. My achievements on all that, but no, it didn't. If you go from Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, you start with a whole fresh of achievements. But all the achievements that I got in Xbox Ghost carry over with my gamer score. Just heads up that you guys are able to send messages to people on your Xbox, to people on the Xbox 360. You just can't game with them just yet until they get their own. Let's see. The store is a little limited right now. You got your little internet. You got a fully functional Internet Explorer. I've been able to watch movies that are embedded on it and stuff like that. So, there you go. So, like I said, it's very limited right now. And what do you expect is at launch? You don't have Twitch, which PlayStation 4 had. Twitch has, or PlayStation 4 has immediate streaming out of the box. You're able to set up your PS4, start streaming on Twitch right away with or without the camera. It doesn't really matter. With this one, Xbox One users have to wait until early next year, from what I understand, to be able to stream stuff off this. You're able to download the Twitch app, I think, at some point, and watch people. Like I say, maybe people on PS4 do their streams. But other than that, it's very limiting out of the box. You got your YouTube, Hulu, Netflix. So you got everything that I guess people use all the time. You do require Xbox Live, an Xbox Live membership to use all these apps, which is, I guess, a bad thing, or doesn't really matter. Like I say, your Xbox Gold membership carries over, so you don't have to start a new membership by going to the next gen. I'm gonna start up Call of Duty Ghost. Every game that you install, every game that you play on, whether it be Xbox One or PS4, require you to install the full disc, which I guess makes sense for it so it could run a little bit better. But I don't know. So Xbox One requires a 49 gig install. I don't know. This one took, I don't know, a good 20 minutes to install, not the whole thing, but right at about the 50% mark on these. It actually pops up a little notification saying, hey, this game's ready to play. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do. So that's a good thing. So as promised, Xbox One and even PS4 tell you that you're able to play your games while it's installing. So it could get pretty lengthy. Call of Duty Ghost took about maybe a good 45 minutes to install the whole disc. But then again, at 50%, I was able to do multiplayer, play a couple levels of the campaign without really having to notice. The good thing about this is, let's say, hey, I need to do something in the dashboard. Oh, well, I guess I have to sign me in here. I have to do something in the dashboard. Oh shit, I forgot. No, instead of like in the 360 days, you had to exit the app or exit the game you're doing to do that. In order to do any of that, no, you just hit the Xbox button on your controller, and it snaps it back over to the dashboard, which I think is pretty cool. Basically, Call of Duty Ghosts will be running in the background no matter what you do, whether you be at the store, achievements, chatting in parties, looking at videos. Prime example, I'm going to go here. It's always going to be running in the background, and this is going to bring up pretty much everything you have, your game DVR. The game DVR is pretty interesting. You're able to record clips up to 5 minutes of footage at a time. and then you're able to upload it to YouTube or the cloud or whatever the heck the upload, or I don't know. It does take it does take a while, but you know, if that's your only means to do it, then this is the best thing to you know, on the market right now. If you're expecting, as of right now, if you're out there or thinking about getting a PS4 and thinking about doing some capturing, or you already have a capture card, let's say like the Elgato or the Hauppauge PVR2 or whatever the heck it's called, you, as of right now, unfortunately, you are not going to be able to capture video off the PS4. Only because it's protected, blah blah blah. Even this even happened on the PS3. You weren't able to go through the HDMI capture. You always had to go to component. PS3 is always the PlayStation. Sony's always been a bunch of bitches about it. Thankfully, what I love about Xbox is that listen, we understand that you're gonna capture the fucking the videos. Go ahead. We'll allow it. We won't give you any restrictions. But obviously, as soon as you fire up Netflix, as soon as you throw in a Blu-ray, DVD disc into your drive, it won't even bother playing, because it's detected. It's pretty much detecting that you have a device that is able to capture. But it doesn't give you that restriction with video games, which is pretty awesome. I think that's a cool thing. From what I understand, the PS4 will have an update that will remove that restriction, and people will be able to capture as much as they want on whatever device, whatever capture device they have. Okay, so yeah, so this has been the Xbox One dashboard quick look. I mean, there's nothing fancy right now. You know, it is launch. You're able to purchase, like I said, the same thing. You're able to purchase games straight off of the Xbox, dashboard. And Rise is another game I want to play. So let's see. I think it gives you the prices and stuff like that. It gives you the prices, $60. 34 point gigabyte download. So if you have an internet connection that is it gives you a monthly cap or whatever, then you might want to be careful. You might want to think about going out and just buying the physical disc. I prefer physical disc over digital, but then again, you know, that's just me. You may have a preference. I prefer to have the actual box, be able to look at it, read it, and store it away. So yeah, 34. These games are pretty big, especially if you're going to be downloading them. I prefer to just buy the physical disc, install the 34 gigs onto my hard drive without using internet connection. So that's just me. So you're able to buy all the games that came out. So I mean, you're able to buy. I think you're able to see every single game pretty much that is out right now. You're able to buy digitally. So that's pretty cool. There have been reports on Xbox Ones having problems. Again, it was launch. You're gonna have problems. The 360 had a ridiculous amount of problems. It had about a 60%, 50 to 60% failure rate with the Red Rings of Death when it first came out. This one was cut in half. They're saying it's about 30% failure rate. There's been reports that people are putting in their disc and it's giving like a grinding sound, like there's videos all over if you go to Vine, YouTube and stuff, you're gonna find that. It sends out the disc undamaged. It's just something with the drive. The good thing about this is Xbox has responded right away. It's going to take care of their customers. It's going to send you a new Xbox. But in the meantime, they've been kind enough to send. They're gonna send you a digital download code on whatever game you desire. Like I said, Rise, one of the first party games that came out. So you're able to get Rise if for some. So in the meantime, they're gonna send, digitally. You're able to download it, play it, since since you can't play any physical games. So that's a cool thing. They're taking care of their customers. I did have time to mess around with the PS4, and they're both about the same. In my opinion, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. I'm trying to be as biased as I can. Is that the PS4 is kind of limited? Does it look better than the 360, the Xbox One? I don't notice the difference. I played Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS4 in glorious 1080p, I guess, since the PS4 can run Call of Duty Ghosts 1080p, and the Xbox One could only run it at 720, which is then upscaled to 1080p. Did I notice a difference? No. I played the Xbox One version, then the PS4 version. They look the freaking same. So depending on what TV you have, I guess if you have one of those 4K TVs or whatever, then maybe you will notice a difference. I'm going to test out the Kinect feature before I take off here, just to let you know. You're able to turn. I was able to start up this this quick look or whatever for the dashboard. I was able to just say I was able to turn on the Xbox just by saying Xbox on, which is crazy. I don't think you're able to do that with the original the Kinect. So yeah, I'm able to. I haven't memorized the full list of things, but I'm able to, like, pretty much you say Xbox. Xbox. There you go. And then it tells you you could do whatever. Go to achievements. Go to achievements. So for the most part, it works. You might have to repeat yourself a couple times. But for the most part, it works. Xbox, go to dashboard. Xbox, go to dashboard. Go home. Go home, Xbox. You're freaking drunk. Xbox, go to Call of Duty. Go to Call of Duty. Ghost. sound like an idiot freaking trying to. And people in the house are like, "Who are you talking to? Who's this Xbox?" Kinect or Xbox. Xbox. Go to Call of Duty. I think you have to say the full name. Hold on a second, or just being a little brat right now. All right, so obviously, if you weren't a fan of the Xbox 360 or the previous generations, then this isn't going to change your mind. But I think we are in the future here. Finally, having been with the Xbox 360 for about 8 years, 8 or 9 years or whatever, it finally feels like the Xbox One is it's here. It's weird to say that, hey, I'm in next gen, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with this. This basically unlimited possibilities they could do with this. All these games that are coming out, like Titanfall, I think is what everybody's waiting to play. Me too. And I'll probably be picking that up as well. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So yeah, I guess I would show you some gameplay, but it doesn't really matter if you like I said, if you played a Call of Duty Ghost on the 360, when you go over to Call of Duty Ghost on the Xbox One, you're gonna notice you are gonna notice a difference. Is it a mass? Is it like a huge jump in difference? No, not really. But you're gonna notice it's gonna be a lot sharper. The multiplayer, for some reason, plays a lot better. I don't know why. Maybe the movement. Maybe it's the controller. But things look a lot better. Explosions look a lot better. There's more debris, particles, and stuff like that. Because obviously, it's not as limiting as the Xbox 360. Not saying that the Xbox 360 ran Call of Duty Ghost pretty damn good. At 60 frames per second. It looked good, so I'm not bashing. The 360 came, it did its job, and it did its job well, especially running Grand Theft Auto 5. As you could tell, towards the end of the cycle of the 360, which I wouldn't say the end is still going, but towards the end, you could tell that the games are becoming demanding when you're having to install 8 gigs of data onto your hard drive, 3 gigs of data like Call of Duty Ghosts onto your hard drive. You're installing all that data onto your hard drive, so the games can run a lot better. It's more demanding. Thankfully, with the Xbox One and the PS4, they're all coming on Blu-ray discs. So let's say it's gonna a big freaking game. Let's say if they release Skyrim 2 or whatever, or the next, or Fallout or something. It's going to be a massive game. It's only going to require one disc instead of, let's say, the Xbox version, 360 version would require two discs. Sometimes even 3 discs. I've seen. Perfect example: L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire. So yeah. I'm done blabbling around. So this is this has been a quick look. I'm gonna bring some gameplay. I just uploaded a Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay just to see if anybody can tell the difference between previous gen and this gen. And I'm gonna be doing some Dead Rising. Dead Rising 3 is it's fun. Just mindless action, killing zombies. So if you have any questions, concerns, or hey, you suck, stop making videos or whatever, comment down comment down below. Let me know. You can find me you can find more of our content here. Obviously, subscribe to this channel while you're here, or you can find more of our content over at UnleashTheRobots.com. Listen to our podcast. We have a live show every Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time over at Spreaker. If you just go to the UnleashTheRobots.com website, all the info is there for you to follow. We're on Twitter, UnleashTheRobos. So until next time, I'll see you in the next quick look. Take